Hello guys, I'm Sky, and this is my life story. I should add a trigger warning here that I will be mentioning blackmail and physical abuse. So if these things make you super uncomfortable, you can skip my story. It's not a very pretty story that would make you laugh. Yes, I did avenge myself and my little son, Zane, but the wounds are still fresh in our hearts. Thanks to God, we are recovering well and hope to be back to being our cheerful selves soon. So I married my husband Tyler when my son was 4. Zane's father and I were married for 3 years, after which he suddenly passed away due to a rare illness. I was absolutely devastated, and it took me a while to start dating again. Zane's father had died when I was pregnant with him, so my son has never known his father. For 4 whole years, I was his everything. I should tell you guys, I love my son a lot and would put him above anyone else. Tyler shared these values with me, and that was one of the reasons why I fell for him. Tyler was a smooth talker and knew exactly what to say to charm me. He seemed to be a nice guy, which was why I had decided to give him a chance in the first place. I was a lonely mother, and Tyler felt like a breath of fresh air. Oh, how wrong I was, guys. I sometimes wish I could go back in time so that I would be able to warn that hopeless girl I was. Sadly, I have no way of changing what happened in the past, so I'm sharing my story here to get it off my chest. I really was a stupid girl and didn't know that Tyler would change my life, but not in the way I may have imagined. I should have seen the red flags when Tyler would act a little possessive and protective around me. He would say things like, "I'm going to take care of you for the rest of my life, Sky." Thank you for saying that, Tyler. I'm happy that you want to take care of me. For the past 2 years, I have been through a lot, and sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. Things can be pretty tough for a single mom, you know. It breaks my heart to see you struggle so much, but don't worry. I'm here now. You don't have to shoulder a man's responsibilities anymore. Oh, I don't see things that way, Tyler. All these years, it was a little difficult to balance my work with raising Zane and being the only parent. But then again, there was nothing I could do. I had to work to feed my family, and I couldn't really part with Zane either. You know what? Once we get married, you can leave your job and stay at home with Zane. A man should always take care of his woman, and what man would I be if I let my wife slave away at work? I don't think that would be necessary, Tyler. I actually like going to work now. The higher-ups at my company are really starting to like me. Maybe I would even land a promotion one of these days. Tyler laughed at me like I had said something funny. I was really confused by his reaction and didn't know what to think about it. On one hand, I thought that his words meant he cared about me and Zane. On the other hand, I felt like he was making decisions for myself and being a little misogynistic. But my stupid brain was so in love that it only concentrated on the good thoughts. Still, I said, "Why are you laughing, Tyler?" It's so cute that you think you can get a promotion so easily. You know that you work in a male-dominated field, right? That's part of the reason why you should consider leaving your job. But the point is that your work would sooner promote a man than a woman. I don't understand your logic at all, Tyler. I am a dedicated employee and just as good as them. Unlike what you think, my work environment is actually not that misogynistic. Oh, you'll see the truth very soon, Sky. It's just that you have some unreal dreams about getting promoted at work. And I don't see it happening anytime soon. Okay, wow. I wasn't expecting you to be so negative about this, Tyler. I am a little hurt that you don't think I'm capable of getting a promotion. Take it easy, Sky. I don't want you to be disappointed and sad when you don't end up getting the promotion. Just put these thoughts on the back burner for now. guess you're right, Tyler. There is a possibility that it won't happen, but who knows? Maybe the future would surprise us. It was true that I was fairly new at the job I was doing, so getting a promotion was a little unlikely. However, a position was opening up soon, and my boss was trying to pick someone who would be able to take over. Despite all of this, the chance of anyone getting a promotion was a little unlikely. At that time, I thought that Tyler was just trying to protect me in case a promotion never happened. He said that he would hate for me to be sad if I didn't get the promotion, but I didn't know that he had a very different motive in mind. Tyler and I got married when Zane had just turned 5. We were in a good place in the relationship, and Zane actually ended up getting close to him as well, so when Tyler suggested we get married, I couldn't find a reason to say no. We were both well settled with decent jobs and weren't getting any younger. So we tied the knot. I felt that maybe I was finally getting another chance to be happy in life. Oh boy, I was wrong. I won't jump to saying that our marriage was horrible or something. We got along for the most part. And Tyler was actually a very caring guy. We had a good life, and my son was also thriving. However, about a year after we got married, everything changed. I came home one day from work, super excited and happy. Tyler wasn't home yet, so I decided to make him a nice dinner and set up a date night for ourselves. My son was away at my brother's place, so we had some quiet time alone. I had received some good news and wanted to tell Tyler about it. I thought to myself, why not make a celebration out of it? So I started cooking dinner and even decorated the table with candles. Tyler came back from work and was surprised to see everything. We sat down for dinner and he said, "Wow, you made a lot of arrangements, Sky. I love coming home to a beautiful wife with dinner ready on the table. It's literally like a dream." I came home earlier than usual and had time to prepare. I wanted to make the day a little special for us. Oh, I see. So are we celebrating something today? Actually, yes. We are celebrating something today. I have some great news that I want to share with you. Really? Wow, you seem to be really excited. There must be some great news then. It is, Tyler. Remember when I told you that I might get a promotion? Well, my supervisor called in today and gave me the news. I have been selected for the new promotion, Tyler. Tyler went completely silent when I announced my news. I had expected him to be happy for me, but he sat there with a blank expression on his face. I was a little surprised by his reaction and didn't understand what went wrong. He wasn't saying anything at all. I nervously looked at him, wondering what was wrong. After some time, he said, "You got a promotion, you say?" "Yes, it is a big promotion, Tyler. I'm also getting a significant pay raise. My boss said that I have been a dedicated employee and have the right skills to have this position." "Did you agree to take the promotion?" "Of course I did, Tyler. Besides, they were going to boost me up anyway. We are a little short-staffed right now. I'm so glad they considered me. I'll make much more money now. Maybe now we can finally take that vacation we've been planning." "Why didn't you ask me before taking the promotion?" Tyler's question caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting him to say this out of all things. He still looked very unimpressed and for some reason even a little angry. I was now getting seriously annoyed about what he was thinking. I said, "This is my job, Tyler. Why would I have to ask you for permission? I don't know what there was to discuss. My work hours or location is not changing either. Nothing is changing." "Nothing is changing, you say? What about the fact that you will earn more money than me now? Do you realize that I will no longer be the man of the house anymore?" "What on earth are you talking about, Tyler? Those things are old concepts. We earned almost equally when we got married. My getting a pay raise means now we can have a better lifestyle. Aren't you happy about that?" "No, I am not happy about that. I don't want a wife who earns more than me. I should be the one making the most money in this house, not you. Oh, God, people would think I'm not man enough to earn more than you. My stupid brain had a hard time processing what my husband was saying. He literally said that he had a problem with me earning more than him. I had no idea why he was behaving this way. This was just uncalled for. I immediately got angry and said, "You are being very misogynistic right now, Tyler. That's not how things work. You should be happy for me without worrying about what some stupid people might think." "Well, I can't be happy for you because I'm not happy about this. You can't work at this job anymore, Sky. You need to leave and find something that pays you what you used to get earlier." "What on earth are you saying, Tyler? Why would I do that? I won't leave a perfectly good job just because your ego can't handle me earning more money than you." We had a big fight that night and dinner was completely ruined. We said a lot of things in the heat of the moment and Tyler went to the couch to sleep. All the happiness I had for getting the promotion had drained away. I couldn't believe that my own husband would be jealous of me. I didn't know what to think anymore, but one thing was for sure. I wasn't going to leave my job just because my husband was acting like an insecure child. Surprisingly, Tyler stuck to his demands and remained cold to me for a week since everything happened. I tried my best to make him see reason, but he wouldn't budge. I was hoping that he would eventually come around, but he never did. In fact, he got much worse. Tyler did something that I couldn't have imagined happening to me. I was at work that day, and Tyler was supposed to be home with Zane after his school was over. He promised to take care of my son and watch over him while I was away. It wasn't anything unnatural since Tyler was Zane's stepfather now. My son felt comfortable being around him, and that's why I had confidently married Tyler. However, my instincts had been wrong, and I still regret that decision every day. That night, when I returned home from work, I found the house empty. I let myself in with the key and called out for my son and my husband. However, I didn't find anyone in the house. I was a little confused because both of them were supposed to be together waiting for me to come home. Finding the house empty, I thought that maybe they had gone out for something. I waited in the house for 30 minutes, after which I texted Tyler asking him where he was. I then say that Tyler had seen the message but didn't reply. I was going to call him to ask what was up, but he beat me to it. He was the one who made the phone call. I said, "Where are you, Tyler? Did you take Zane with you? I checked the house and neither of you are here." "Yes, I'm out and I took your precious son with me, Sky. How does that make you feel, my dear wife?" "Are you drunk, Tyler? You were drunk and driving around with my son? What is wrong with you?" The moment Tyler spoke, it became apparent to me that he was super drunk. His words were slurred, which was a dead giveaway that he was hammered. That was very unlike Tyler because he never drank so much. And what was worse was that he had my toddler son with him. The situation seemed to be very concerning to me, but I wasn't prepared for just how worse it would soon become. Tyler chuckled and said, "Oh, you figured it out, didn't you, Sky? Yes, I'm drunk. And I have your little son with me. Hey, Zane, say hi to your mother." Mom. Are you okay, Zane? What's going on? Why are you crying?" Zane was crying, which was very unlike him. He's usually very comfortable with Tyler, so Zane's tears were a big red flag waving in my face. I then knew that the situation was bad. My son sounded shaken and said, "Mom, I'm scared. Tyler's saying that he won't let me come to you." "That's right, little Zane. You're not going back to your mom." "What on earth are you saying, Tyler? Why are you scaring my kid? Zane, Everything will be okay. Don't cry. Tyler will bring you back soon. Mom, I'm really scared. Tyler has a gun. Zane started to cry loudly again, and his voice shook. I was stunned to hear what he was saying. As if things couldn't get any worse, I heard the sound of Tyler slapping Zane. I was shocked and traumatized by the mere sound of it. I felt like I was in a horror movie. It just didn't feel real. But it was real. And then my husband said, I told you to talk to your mother and not cry like a little baby, Zane. You're just like your mother. You just don't listen. Did you just hit my son, Tyler? What has gotten into you? How could you raise your hands on my son? Now listen to me very carefully, Sky. I will do whatever I like with your son. You better choose your words carefully. Why are you doing this, Tyler? Come home and bring my son back. I will not come home till you do as I say. I asked you nicely to leave your job, but you didn't listen to me at all. You have left me no choice but to do this, Sky. So now, we will do this my way. Do you want to know? I want to give you Zane back. What do you want, Tyler? Just tell me what you want. You have to choose now, Sky. What will it be, your job or your son? Answer carefully, because you won't like the consequences if you have the wrong answer. Not even in my wildest dreams had I ever thought that my own husband would turn against me like that. Tyler was straight up threatening me and asking me to choose. He also didn't hesitate before hitting my child and making him cry. I knew he was drunk, but the man on the phone was a complete monster. Now I was really getting scared, and my worry for Zane skyrocketed. I tried to reason with him and said, What is this madness, Tyler? Let my son go. He has nothing to do with this. He is just a child. You think I care about your stupid son? What makes you think I care anything about your son? He's not mine. I'm not his dad. You might not be his dad, but you are still human, Tyler. Don't you have any compassion for an innocent child who can't even defend himself? No, I don't have compassion for your stupid child, Sky. Stop avoiding my questions and answer me with what you want to choose. I'm not choosing anything, Tyler. You were doing something horrible, and I refuse to participate in this madness. Too bad you don't have a choice, Sky. If you don't answer, I will drive away with your precious boy and keep him till you make a choice. So, you'll force me to make a choice? Yes, you got that right, my dear wife. You'll have to make a choice, and you will do that today. You know what? Since I'm such a good husband, I'll give you 10 minutes to decide. Think hard and wait for my call. That's all he said before he hung up on me. But then I was already a crying mess and frantically trying to think of what to do. Making the choice was easy. I would choose my own any day over a stupid job. But Tyler was acting unhinged. I didn't know how to handle the situation. I had never seen that side of his and had zero idea about how I would rescue my poor son from the situation. His scared tears and sobs absolutely broke my heart and made me want to end myself for putting him in such a position. But I knew that before I went down the path of self-loathing, I needed to get my son to safety first. In those few minutes, I did what any mom would do. I called for help. And I called that one person who would know exactly how to deal with the situation. I called my brother, Xavier. Since he worked as a cop, he has plenty of experience with things like this. I knew he would be my best bet, so I frantically called him before those 10 minutes were up. The moment Xavier answered his phone, I burst into tears again. He was alert and said, "What's the matter, Sky? What's happened? Why are you crying?" "He took my son, Xavier. My husband took Zane, and he's threatening to hurt him. I don't know what to do." "What on earth are you talking about, Sky? Why is Tyler doing this? Is this a prank?" "No, Xavier, it's not a prank. He really kidnapped my son and is holding him hostage. He wants me to quit my job or else He'll do something to Zane. Is he crazy or something? In what world does he think he'll get away with this? He is drunk out of his mind, Xavier. He's not thinking straight. I heard Zane crying on the phone and he said Tyler has a gun. Xavier, I can't let him hurt my son. I'm so scared. Please help me. Do something. I won't let that psycho hurt my nephew, Sky. Please calm down. Listen to me. I have a plan. Don't panic. Do what I say. I quickly calmed myself down because I wanted to pay attention to what Xavier was saying. I needed to keep my head clear so that I didn't miss any of his instructions. At that point, my top priority was getting my son back safe and sound no matter what happened to me. Xavier remained calm and gave me directions to do what I had to do, and it was nearing 10 minutes when Xavier said, "So, you understand what you need to do, right?" "Yes, Xavier. I know what to do." "Good. I will get my team to track Tyler down as soon as possible, and I will get the best officers in this case." "Thank you so much, Xavier. I don't know what I would have done without you." "Hey, sis, you were family, so don't even mention it. All I want is for you and your son to be safe." I quickly hung up the phone and prepared myself for Tyler's call. He called a little over 10 minutes, probably because he was too drunk to realize that his 10 minutes had passed. That wasn't a good sign either. Tyler still sounded drunk when he said in a menacing voice, "Your 10 minutes are up, Sky. Did you make a decision? This better be good or else I gave you time for nothing." "I have already made my decision, Tyler." "Remember what the stakes are here, Sky. Your son is with me. You better choose wisely." "You don't have to tell me that, Tyler. I would choose my son any day over any job. That was always a given." "See, it wasn't that hard now, was it, Sky? I knew your love for your son would triumph over everything." "Then you shouldn't have gone to such great lengths to do this, Tyler." "I wouldn't have if you had just listened to me like a good wife, but I'm willing to look past that now that you've made the right decision." "Don't worry, I've already emailed them that I am quitting. You need to come home." "Tyler, it's getting late and you're super drunk. Zane is also very scared already. Come home and we can continue this conversation. You have work tomorrow as well." Tyler seemed to have calmed down a little when I said that I had already emailed them. I was typing out the mail as I was talking to Tyler. I sent my job a simple email and then took a picture of it to send it to Tyler. After seeing that, he was satisfied that I had given in to his ridiculous demands. All this while, I was still worried sick about my son, but I needed to be strong for him. So I focused my energy in bringing back Tyler home so that I could have Zane back in my arms. At home, I was pacing my front porch like crazy, waiting for Tyler's car to pull into the driveway. While I waited, my anxiety was at its peak. I kept praying to God that our plan would work and I would get my son back. There was another benefit of following this plan that you will find out later. After what felt like hours, but was only 40 minutes, Tyler's car pulled up on the driveway. I stood on the porch and waited for him to come out. Tyler came out and he was actually swaying like crazy. Then he opened the passenger door and Zane came running at me at full speed. He was crying uncontrollably and refused to let me go. I was barely holding back tears because Tyler looked at Zane like he was an annoying kid. For some reason, at that point, I just broke. I was trying to keep it all in, but I just couldn't anymore. It was all too much for me, and seeing Zane in such a disheveled state just made my head go crazy. I looked at Tyler with a lot of hate and said, "How could you do this to my poor son, Tyler?" "How else would I have made you quit your job, Sky?" "I can't believe you went through all this trouble just because you didn't want me to earn more than you." "Oh, I did it for much more, Sky. Consider today a warning for what's to come. If I ever see you step out of line, your son is going to pay." "So, you'll use my son to control me and do what you want?" "That's right, wife. From today, you will do what I say, or else I'll take your son on more rides like today. Who knows, one of these times we may never come back. Now stop talking so much and move out of my way. I need to get inside and go to sleep." Tyler slurred those words and swayed to our front door. He was still barely able to walk, and God knew how much he had drunk that day. I held my son close behind me to form a protective shield as I watched Tyler step into the house. The moment he opened the door, he was received by 2 police officers with their guns drawn. My brother was standing right behind them with one of the angriest faces I have ever seen him make. Tyler was caught by surprise and said, "What's going on here?" "What do you think's happening here, you fool? You're getting arrested." "Why on earth am I getting arrested?" "Do I have to spell it out for you? You drove around drunk with a small child and threatened to hurt him or kidnap him. Need I say more?" "You witch! You called the cops on me." "Did you really think I would allow you to blackmail me with my son again? You thought that I would just listen to you and do what you want? Well, guess what? That's not going to happen." "You will pay for this, Sky. Just you wait." "There's no use threatening my sister, Tyler. From the looks of it, you'll be behind bars for a long time for the crimes you committed today." "No, I'm not going to jail. You can't make me. Sky, are you really going to make your husband go to jail? By the time the judge delivers your prison sentence, you may not even be my husband anymore. I will be divorcing you the first chance I get. In fact, I'll be seeing a lawyer tomorrow." No, you can't do this to me. You will regret this, Sky." "Oh, no, Tyler, you are the one who will regret this, because I will do everything I can to make sure you go to prison. You messed with me, and now I will show you what I can do to you in return." With those words, the cops handcuffed Tyler and escorted him to the police car. Tyler screamed obscenities at everyone but was quickly taken away. My brother talked to his colleagues and made sure they gave Tyler the worst treatment that they could give. Once everyone left, I took Zane inside and cleaned him up since his face was stained with tears. I also spotted the angry red mark on his little face that was forming a handprint. Immediately, I was filled with rage, and so was Xavier. His colleagues had already taken a picture of the bruise to make sure Tyler was also accused of assault against a minor. We weren't going to let him get off easy. Zane was still clutching me tightly and looked very scared. It broke my heart to pieces, and I cried as I said, "I'm so sorry, Zane. Your mom has let you down today." "No, don't say that, Mom. You got the bad man arrested like they show in the movies. Thank you for saving me." "You should also thank Xavier, since he helped me rescue you, Zane." "Thank you, Uncle Xavier." "Any time, kid. I'm glad you're okay." "Mom, is Tyler coming back tomorrow?" "No, my dear. He is never coming back again. Your mom and uncle will make sure that Tyler stays away from us. We will never let anyone take you from us again." That was the promise I made to my son that night. I held him while he went to sleep, and I didn't sleep a wink that night. Xavier also stayed behind and didn't get much sleep either. The very next morning, I took Zane to make an emergency therapy appointment for him so that he could cope with the trauma better. I knew he was shaken, but he was trying to act cool so that I wouldn't get upset. He needed so much help, which I am glad I was able to give him. After that, Xavier took Zane to a park while I was waiting in the office. I informed all my friends, family, and in-laws about what happened. They were shocked, and almost everyone offered their support. Some of my in-laws tried to make excuses for Tyler, and they were blocked straight away. My family and friends really came forward to offer their support, and I was grateful for that. It's been almost a year since everything happened. I am no longer a married woman anymore, thanks to me filing for divorce and getting it pretty easily. Tyler was put into prison for his crimes, and he's looking at a prison sentence of give or take 8 years. He tried to get bail, but the amount set was so high that he couldn't afford it. We also got protective orders in place so that Tyler can't come near us even if he gets out of jail. When in court, he once tried to beg me for mercy and even cried to have me back. However, the judge sent him back to jail for interrupting the court and disobeying his commands. Zane and I are doing much better now. Therapy has done wonders for us, and we are all healing from what happened. I still have my job because I explained the situation to my company, and they were very understanding. They ignored my resignation email and even offered me to work from home until my son was comfortable being without me. My brother has been our rock through it all, and so is his girlfriend. I've become very protective of Zane, but therapy is helping me change that. For now, I am just glad that my life has become drama-free. And I was able to put my horrible ex-husband in jail.